Come on, we could do better. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, they gave me a microphone because I like to walk around. I didn't want to be stuck behind the podium. And I don't know if this voice is familiar to you. It's a little stuffy right now, but you can catch me on 93.1 WZAK as King Cool. But I'm not here to talk about who I'm affiliated with or King Cool or the radio. I'm here to talk about the day I survived a heart attack at 29 years old. And the thing is, that heart attack shouldn't have happened. I had plenty of warnings. I was diagnosed with high cholesterol in the 8th grade. My father had 2 heart attacks and a stroke, and I still didn't get it. I still lived life like any other teenager would until I got to 26 years old. When I got to 26 years old, I got a big boy job. I got benefits. So I decided to go to the doctor. And when I went to the doctor ran some tests, looked at the results, looked me in my eye and said, I've never seen anybody with cholesterol as high as yours. You won't live to see 30. Yeah, right. I dismissed it. I didn't think anything of it. The doctor didn't look like me. She wasn't where I was from. I didn't take that advice. Well, sort of. When I went to fast food restaurants, I didn't get the large option anymore. I didn't get the super size or king size. I got medium. I didn't use butter. I used margarine. I thought I was doing things to make my life better until I got to Memorial Day weekend of 2015, and I was out for a run. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the running group Run with the Winners. It's led by Steph Loss here, and every Saturday we would get up and run and do about 2 miles. So nothing was out of the ordinary as I got up to do this run with this running group. But if you guys are familiar with Edgewater Park, y'all know that steep incline. When I hit that steep incline, everything started to change for me. So I couldn't catch my breath. And to give you guys a simulation of what it felt like for me, what I want all of you to do right now is take a deep breath. Come in, out, right? It feels good when you release that breath. I couldn't get to the point to release that breath. It was just, this is odd. But I was out last night. Maybe that's why. Didn't think anything of it. I actually had all the signs of distress on my face. And luckily, a woman by the name of Tasha, who I call my guardian angel to this day, she saw my face. Usually I'm a prideful guy. When anybody asks, do I need help? Nah, I'm good. I don't need help. You know, this is my punishment for being out late last night. I'm gonna run it off, I'm gonna sweat it out, right? But that day, I couldn't run it out. I couldn't sweat it out. And I said, yeah, I do need some help. So as she went and got help, I got down on the ground, tried to recompose my composure, and I looked up and saw my car. It was very close. And I said, let me get to my car because this is embarrassing right now. Like, she's going to get help. I'm the last runner of the day. Usually in this running group, we have people that finish in the top tier, the middle tier. I'm usually in the middle tier, and people who just come for the social, because this is a social running club. This day, I was very last. Like, the last person who usually ends was lapping me. So then my pride started to kick in, like, wait a minute. I know I'm a little better than this. I know I was out last night, but I should be doing better. But I still accepted that help from Tasha. And as I got on the ground and I saw my car and made plans to get to my car, I just couldn't do it. My body just shut down. It felt like I ran a whole marathon, and we didn't even run 2 miles yet. So as I got up, took 2 steps, I got back down on the ground. I rolled over and I locked my phone and called my girlfriend, who's my wife now. And I said, hey, you know, this is weird for her because again, pride kicked in. I usually don't ask for help. But I said, I don't know what's going on with me, but you need to get up here right now. And she just heard it in my voice. After I did that, I felt like a sense of accomplishment. I rolled back over. I started looking at the sky, started noticing how blue it was as I just got more tired. And I just felt at peace. But what I didn't know is that was the beginning of the end for me. My life force was starting to slip away. Now, as I mentioned in this running group, There's different people every time. It's a core group, but we have visitors. It's a social running club. And that day, a nurse was running with us. So when the group came up, I'm on the ground, I'm peaceful, serene, and I hear footsteps. Somebody grabs my wrist, and they say, his pulse is extremely low. Whatever you do, keep him awake. Mind you, I don't know what's going on in this moment. I'm just like, man, I was kicking it way too long last night. This is embarrassing. That's all I kept thinking. That was on my mind. So they're doing everything they can to keep me awake, to keep me conscious. And after a while, about 20, 25 minutes, I come to. I'm back normal. And the EMS truck gets there, and they say, do you want to get on the truck? Like, do you want to get checked out? You look fine now. So Steph Floss, who I got a shout out, he actually had a medical emergency a couple of days before that because I was going to deny it. I wasn't going to get on the truck. I thought I was fine. I thought it was enough embarrassment for the day. Again, I just have embarrassment on my mind. That's the only thing I'm thinking about, the wrong thing to be thinking about at that time, right? So he used some very colorful language that I can't say on this stage to get me to get on the truck. And as I did, when they ran an EKG, it showed that I was having a heart attack. Now I had to keep it real. Look, y'all, I've been out. It was a long night. If you give me oxygen and an IV, I'll be fine. They gave me an oxygen and an IV, and guess what, y'all? It came back 100% normal. Like, they were just so flabbergasted, like, yeah, he probably just had a long night, so let's send him home. It was still questions of if I needed to go to the hospital or not. Again, this is Memorial Day weekend 2015. So I'm ready to go home. This has been enough for today. But they decided still to take me to the hospital. And I'm glad they did, because when they did, they rolled me into the ER. They looked at my results, and they said, we think you had a heart attack. Yeah, right, I'm 29 years old. I didn't have a heart attack. They said, no, we want to run some tests to confirm. So they rolled me back to the cath lab. That's where they put the dye in your veins to see if you have any blockages. And what they found is not only did they confirm that I had a massive heart attack, they found that my cholesterol level was 475. If you guys know anything about cholesterol, anything over 200 is high, and that's why it's important that you guys are here today, because you can get your numbers checked, and when you know your numbers, when you know better, you do better. So when you know your numbers, you can actually start to combat some of these things. But me, I didn't know. 475. And my cholesterol level being so high led to a 95% blockage in my right coronary artery. The doctor said, we don't know how you're alive. I was a miracle. But the thing is, since I was a runner, since I was active, my heart got used to forcing blood through my blockage. And I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. My heart kept me alive. And the thing is, if I wasn't a runner, if I wasn't active, I wouldn't have made it. So throughout that weekend, I had a lot of visitors. I had a lot of love. And it put things in perspective for me when I thought it was a joke the entire time, to be honest with you, because I just couldn't believe it. I don't know if comedy or making light of the situation was a way to keep me comfortable, but it wasn't a laughing matter at all, because I wouldn't have been here. I would have been gone at 29 years old. And what I've realized is some of the best moments of my life have come after 29. Now I'm 39 years old, standing in front of you as a 10-year survivor. And when I was in that hospital room, thank you, appreciate that, thank you. And when I was in that hospital room, I just thought about all the people that were there, all the love I was getting. And I just thought about if I would have left the earth that day. I already have a sister that has passed away. My father passed away at 53. It would have been my mother and my other sister. I couldn't imagine the devastation that they would have had to deal with. My friends, the friends that count on me, the hobbies. I was in radio at that point. I was on air on Z1079 as SP the Cool Kid. Like, life was great for me, but it could have ended right there. And as I went through my health and healing journey, I started using the hashtag HeartStrong and created a HeartStrong movement. What is HeartStrong? HeartStrong means to protect your heart and everything in it. So when we think about our hobbies, are things that we love, are things that we say are near and dear to our heart. Those are the things that keep you heart strong. Those are the things that you need to think about when you take care of yourself, are the decisions you make. We've heard that earlier on the panel, right? When you make those decisions, small decisions can make a big impact. And that's what I want you guys to think about. When I ran, that was a decision I made. I mean, I started running in this social group just because I wanted to meet more people as I moved back to Cleveland. But it ended up being a thing that saved my life. Movement. That's what it was. So when we look at HeartStrong, and I actually have a book coming out about this. It's the longer story. It talks about my family, because family history is important. It talks about the signs that I saw, but I ignored. And a lot of us see these signs today, but we ignore it because we normalize it. I point all of that out. And I also point out how you could be heartstrong, because there's 4 pillars of being heartstrong. The first I've already said, protect your heart and everything in it. Think about those people who you love, who if you left this earth today, how much they would be affected. Think about those people who count on you. It could be kids, it could be your job, again, your hobbies. Think about those things. Number 2, control the controllables. Again, those decisions that you make could save your life. I tell people sometimes, park a little farther away. You don't have to get the closest spot when you go to the grocery store or when you go anywhere. Like, don't fight that person for that spot. Park farther away, because guess what? You get more steps in, and those steps matter. Control what you eat and how you eat it. I had to find the real definition of moderation. I won't sit up here and preach and tell you, hey, you need to do a complete 180. You need to go vegan. You need to do this. No, I'm not going to do any of that. What I'm going to tell you is make those decisions to extend your life. 2, break generational curses. This is a big one here. Some of us don't even know the generational curses that we hold on to. That could be food, right? Grandma's cooking. My family's from the South. Hey, grandma's cooking is always good, but sometimes the ingredients are not the best. Can you change some of those ingredients? Can you go without it? You got to have a hard conversation with yourself. And sometimes those things that you just don't talk about in your family, you got to talk about it because it can save your life. Also, lean on your tribe. Your tribe are your accountability partners. Those are the people who are near and dear to your heart. And I would say my wife is my #1 accountability partner. You know, if I'm going for too many plates, hey, babe, you sure you want to do that? You know, she'll get me together real quick. Sometimes where I forget, when I'm in a moment, she'll remind me. It just doesn't have to be your significant other. It could be anybody in your tribe, because that's very important that you lean on your tribe, because they will keep you accountable. And these people and these pillars are the pillars that lead you to be heartstrong, to protect your heart and everything in it, and leads to what's the title of my book, Plus More Life, a HeartStrong story. So as I leave you guys here today, I'll be out here in the Meet the Speaker area, and I got gifts for you guys. I got bookmarks since I got a book coming out, and it has the 4 pillars. If you guys remember these 4 pillars every day, it will ensure that you have the tools and knowledge you need to live a longer life and to be heartstrong and to protect your heart and everything in it. Guys, thank you for your time. I'm happy you're here, and I hope to meet each and every one of you. Thank you.